I'm sure that many of you are still panicking, looking for the best League starter for 3.25. League start is just a few hours away, and in today's video, I have some suggestions from you. These are all builds that come from reputable creators. They're all good people, and I personally checked out all of these POBs and their guides, and they all look good. So whether you're looking for a mapper or a bosser or an all-rounder, I have some suggestions for you today. Let's get into it. First up on the list, we have Arrow's Ice Shot of Penetration. This is actually the build that I was looking to play, but then Lightning Strike got buffed and I had to defend my honor. Arrow's build looks like one of the most fun builds I've seen in a long time. It has crazy good clear. If you're into content like Legion or just general mapping, juiced mapping, this build looks like it'll be really good for that type of content. However, if you are looking for a bosser or a giga tank, this build is not it. It really shines when it comes to mapping, so this is the kind of build you want to be playing if you're looking to do content like Legion, Expedition, Blight, Breach, all of those. So if you want to have fun, have a good time, Arrow has you covered with his Ice Shot of Penetration build. He has a very detailed POB and a detailed max roll written guide. He's also live every day over at his Twitch channel to help you out in case you need it. Next up on the list is Fearless Dumbo's Explosive Trap of Shrapnel Trickster. If you're looking for a bosser, this looks like it might be one of the best builds for single target in 3.25. Although the clear isn't as great as a lot of other builds, the build shines when it comes to bossing. He has a ridiculously detailed hand-holding POB with plenty of notes, as well as some crafting guides, and he's paid good attention not only to his offense, but also defense, so you're not going to be zerging through maps. Just bear in mind that the trap playstyle isn't for everyone. It's something you either love or hate, but this build looks great if you're into trap builds that can take down big bosses quickly. He has POBs for early, mid, and end game progression, so if you're a one build league type of player, check out Fearless Dumbo's build. Third up on our list, if you're a minion enjoyer, you cannot go wrong with Ghazzy's Holy Relic Guardian build. Ghazzy is well known as the minion guy in the PoE community, so he knows his stuff and his builds are always up to scratch. This build doesn't require tons of uniques to get going, and it has a very fun and unique playstyle. Give it a watch. It might not look like a minion build, but we're still using tons of minion scaling and effects in this build. The build doesn't require a ton of uniques, and it has a very interesting and unique playstyle that on the surface might not appear to be very minion-y, but once you dig deeper, you're going to see this is pure minion PoE style. The one downside of this build for some folks is that you need to farm a couple of transfigured gems on League start, which might mean if you're playing SSF, running through lab for a couple of hours. However, if you're playing Trade League, these are normally fairly available early on. So just be aware of that aspect of the build. The build has great damage and excellent defenses, and there is a very detailed written guide over on PoE Vault. Ghazzy is also live every day. If you're brand new, this build might be a bit of a challenge, but if you follow the guide, you will learn a lot by playing Ghazzy's Holy Relic Guardian. Next up, I have an all-round build for you with a twist. This build is going to be full of brand new mechanics, new ascendancies, and no one else is playing it. Oh wait, I'm just joking. It's Lightning Strike. Everyone's playing Lightning Strike, but we get a whole lot of fun new toys. We have a brand new ascendancy with the Warden. We get to play with things like tinctures, and Lightning Strike received a massive buff in 3.25. This looks like it might be one of the top performing League start builds of the league. And personally, Lightning Strike has always been my favorite skill in PoE, so I'm so happy that it's finally getting the love that it deserves. This build excels at most mapping content, Breach, Legion, Expedition. However, with some of the tinctures and some of the nodes on the Warden, this build might also be an absolute monster when it comes to bossing. This skill is fast, it's fun, it's got great clear, and with the addition of tinctures and the new Warden ascendancy, the damage is looking to be pretty unhinged. I provided a detailed build video, POB, spreadsheet. There's also a written guide over at PoE Vault, And my Discord community is super helpful if you're looking to make some new friends and learn more about the game. One thing to bear in mind is that attack-based builds are more punishing to level for newer or just more inexperienced players. But I've just released a video with some tips on how to level attack-based builds through the campaign. That's going to be linked in the description, so be sure to check it out. And that is going to be it for this video. Let me know what you are league starting this league. Are you going to be playing my builds? Are you going to be playing any of these builds? You're going to be doing your own thing? I'm very curious to see what everyone has on the agenda for later tonight. All of the POBs and creators that I've spoken about today, their links will be in the description. I'm not going to link their POBs. You're going to have to go over to their YouTube channel to get those. Have a wonderful day. Catch you on League Start. I will be live. Take care. Bye-bye.